Greetings, my friends. Have you ever had the feeling that you don't belong where you think you do? Have you ever felt like you're supposed to be part of something, yet you just can't figure it out? Well, then, let me tell you a story about a very similar someone who faced the very same problem. This is, well, it's another morning, another dim lit morning in this lifeless estate. Each and every morning is the same. I wake up, I go downstairs, I eat breakfast, and that's it. Every time after I finish breakfast, I sit. I sit and I think. Sometimes I even pace while I think. But no matter what I do, I am always thinking. As I wander this lifeless estate, I continue to think to myself, what do I think about? I think about my place and my purpose. Why are all of my mornings the same? Why can't something different happen? And why do I feel so empty inside each time I wake up? Could I be dead? Nah, I'm very alive. Though if I'm alive, why do I feel so empty? As I continue to pace, I think to myself, and I wonder this very interesting thought that I can't get out of my mind. If I am alive, then maybe I am, but maybe, just maybe, I'm not in the right body. That could be it, could it? But if I'm not in the right body, then what could my true body be? I can't help but wonder if that could be true. Well, no matter. It's another day. Let's go outside and see what happens. Even the outdoors are the same to me. The sky is blue, but it still feels so grim to me. However, there is something outside that always catches my attention. The neighborhood dogs. Whenever I hear them barking, it almost seems like they're talking to me. What could they be telling me? I wonder. Oh, what am I thinking? Dogs can't talk, and their barking is definitely not talking. Despite that, I do feel like they're trying to tell me something. Their barking's not aggressive, it seems rather friendly. But at the same time, what could their barks mean? What could they be trying to tell me? Well, this is a lot to think about right now. Let's go back inside, back into my dim lit living room, back into my chair. As I sit, I wonder what my real purpose in life is. Surely I'm supposed to have a better life than the one I'm living right now, aren't I? Every day is the same, and there's a few other things I care to mention as well. I never have any visitors, I never get any mail, and I never get any phone calls, not even a simple text message from anybody checking up on me. My contacts seem empty all the time, and I never knew if I ever had a family or not. If I ever did, then I don't remember anything about them. Well, this is depressing. I better head up to my room and take a nap. Back up the stairs, back into my room, back into my bed. I would like to mention one friend I have, though. He's a plushie, a wolf plushie, about 4 feet big. He's soft, he's cuddly, he's the perfect sleep buddy when I need to keep warm or want something to hug. I know he's not alive, and I know he never moves or speaks, but whenever I'm near him, I feel a connection. I'm not sure what this connection means, but I can promise you it does feel good. Well, I better take a nap. Hours have passed. By the time I woke up, it was night. A beautiful night sky was outside my window, and in the sky, way high up, was a beautiful full moon. I don't know why, but I always enjoyed full moons. Hard to say why, but they always made me happy. It was strange though. I'm always so miserable during the day, yet I always feel so happy at night. Why could that be? Well, I better go make some dinner. After going downstairs, cooking and eating my dinner, I suddenly felt strange, almost lightheaded. My thoughts had become warm and fuzzy. I suddenly didn't feel so good. I quickly ran to my bathroom and I took a look in the mirror. What I saw kind of surprised me. My eyes are usually blue, not too dark and not too light, just the right shade of blue that would attract attention whenever someone stared deep into them. Sounds weird, I know, but that's how I describe my eyes. Anyhow, my eyes are usually blue like I just mentioned, but tonight they seem like a different color. Instead of blue, they seemed almost green. Not dark green like most people have. These eyes were jade green, maybe even forest green. Green like tree leaves deep within a beautiful forest full of pine. What could this mean? Am I dreaming? Well, apparently I'm not, because I didn't look at my hands, and I see my nails have become claws. There's pads on my fingertips and palms as well, and upon lifting my upper lip, my teeth had sharpened to a point. In fact, two of my front top teeth had grown longer and sharper. Same thing with two teeth on the bottom. My teeth look like fangs. Could this really be happening? I quickly hurry out of my bathroom, and next thing I know, I hit the floor. What did I trip on? I don't know, but all of a sudden, I felt like I could not stand up straight. I continued to feel warm and fuzzy thoughts in my head, and this feeling spread throughout my body. Next thing I knew, I had blacked out. By the time I had woken up, I don't know how much time had passed. Hours, a day, or maybe even days. However much time had passed, I was awake now. I found that I still couldn't stand up straight, so I decided to remain in the position I was already in. Upon looking at myself, I was shocked. My hands and feet had become paws, big paws, like a dog's, or maybe even a wolf's. Upon looking behind me, I had a tail, but not just a small tail, a big, long, furry, and fluffy tail. I seemed to enjoy it, though, as it was wagging. My ears had become big and pointed, yet still soft to the touch. My nose had become cold and black, and in fact my whole face had stretched forward as if it had become a muzzle. My nails were claws, but that was nothing new to me, and my teeth were now much bigger and much sharper. They were fully fangs now, and my tongue was really long too, long and floppy. Yet something about this felt right. And then upon looking at the rest of my body, I found that my body was now covered in a beautiful coat of thick, luxurious silver fur. I don't know how it happened, but I enjoyed it. And if that wasn't enough already, I suddenly found that my body was growing bigger. I became bigger and bigger. But this was so strange. I looked like a wolf, but I was already too big for a wolf at the beginning. Now I was even bigger as a wolf. What could this mean? Was I in fact a werewolf? No. Werewolves walk on 2 feet, and I was still on all fours. It was like I was a regular wolf, just much bigger. My clothes started to become rather uncomfortable, and I felt like I was starting to burn up, so I decided to remove them. It took some struggle, and some of them did in fact rip, But in the end, it was worth it, as I was now out free of my human clothing, and was now just wearing my beautiful wolf fur coat. Upon looking at myself in the bathroom mirror once again, I found this to be absolutely amazing, and something about it told me this was who I was supposed to be. Could this be my true body? Was I always supposed to be this way? I didn't know for sure, but deep inside, my mind was telling me yes. With a massive grin on my new lupine face, I jumped through the window, shattering glass in the process, but who cares? I didn't need this home anymore. I ran. I ran and I ran and I ran, soon passing through the trees of the forest nearby, and I never felt so free. I ran and ran and ran until I finally found a clearing where many other wolves were sitting. It seemed like they were almost waiting for me, and upon leaping onto a rock, every wolf there seemed to bow to me, as if they were accepting me as their alpha. Knowing this, I felt relieved. My life didn't seem so miserable anymore. I was never meant to be a human. I now knew this was who I was truly meant to be. I was a wolf. But not just any wolf. Due to my massive size and proud body, I was a dire wolf, a true dire wolf. But that wasn't all. I could tell that this was indeed my new life, my true life, my life as an alpha. But more importantly, I now knew my purpose. As the alpha, I am truly part of the pack. And it's safe to say, this new life of mine is going to be amazing. I just know it. So as you can see, this boy was no mere boy. He was a wolf, a true dire wolf, an alpha to lead his pack. And who knows, maybe one day you too will become part of the pack. Hmm? Well, my friends, I'm afraid that's all the time I have for this story. So go on, keep imagining, and keep checking out the channel. But be warned. The more you imagine, the more possibilities open up. And if you ever imagine on my channel, your dreams might just come true. But not just dreams, even your darkest fears may come true. Because whenever you imagine deep on my channel, you might just find that you have passed over into the spirit zone. Well, until next time, this is Spirit the Alpha signing out. I'll see you guys back in the pack.